So we grew up right there on Wiesenberger Street next to Target and Montgomery Plaza, and we had livestock there. Goats, sheep, we even had a horse. I didn't know how to ride a horse. I didn't even know a horse needed a saddle. We would just jump on from the porch, grab the mane, and it kept going until it knocked us off. And then we'd get up and do it again. And that's probably why I have arthritis now. But anyway, yes, that's where I grew up. And 1 block of Wiesenberger, no, 2 blocks of Wiesenberger was like a barrio. And so the first block where we lived, the 2700 block, it had 4 generations of as a matter of fact, my father met my mother on that street. Their families were both there. And so my mother didn't want to date my father or have anything to do with him. And my father, who was, because she said he was chocante, that he was a show-off and arrogant, and he was a Spaniard, and she was a Mexicana India. And I'm the only one in the family that's my generation that came out with the Indian features, with the high cheekbones and stuff. And all my brothers and sisters were white, so I mean very Spaniard. And my father was like that, so my mother didn't want to date him and stuff. But finally, after many times and bringing a priest, she went out with him. And anyway, but that's how they got started, because I had 4 generations. My great-grandfather, I remember him being having a wake at my grandmother's house, because that's what they did. They didn't have a funeral home. They had the casket was in my grandmother's house. They'd empty all the sofas and everything, and they put the casket there. And that was really traumatic for me to see this, but yeah, but that was my great-grandfather. And that was my Mami Teresa, who was my maternal grandmother's father. They were Rosas.